Hey everyone, so first things first, I'm going to ask that you excuse the very weird lighting. I normally film using natural light, but it's currently 6:10, which is really sad that it's dark out, but it is dark out already, which is really depressing. So anyways, today's video is going to be a first impression video on the new Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. I'm sure, like all of you, I have seen so many ads for this, like pre-YouTube video. I was really intrigued because it reminded me, number one, of that Armani foundation, and then L'Oreal also came out with a foundation like this that was also really liquidy. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch my first impression of this foundation. So if you're interested in seeing how it applies and what I think, so far, again, this is the first time I've used it. Let me know. I know a lot of people don't like first impression videos because they're like, how can you like judge a product based off of one use? And I totally agree. So as always with my first impressions video, you'll hear about it in my next month's monthly favorites. So in November favorites, I will give you an update on this product. One thing I want to add that I am disappointed in is that the color selection is really bad. I think this is one of the darkest colors, and as you can see, I am not very dark. So for people with darker skin tones or people who are African American, I don't know if it was just the drugstore I went to when I was in the States, but the color selection is really lacking in this line. So with that said, I'm gonna let you guys get right into the first impression video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so I apologize for the lighting. It is kind of late, and I wanted to try this foundation today, so I'm getting ready later, so that's why the lighting is kind of awful, but I mean, you'll be able to see how the foundation works. And I know I look psycho right now because I have my no foundation, no concealer, nothing, just my eyeshadow done. So anyways, like I said in the intro, I am going to be trying out the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. I got the color 60 Beige. This seems to be the the best color for my skin. There was another color that looked similar, but it was a little pink, so that's why I ended up getting number 60 Sandy Beige. Honestly, it doesn't really tell you much about this, how to use it or anything, so I'm just gonna look it up right now and see if there's any instructions, because all it says is shake well and dispense to fingertip, apply to face. Nothing about brushes or anything. So on the Maybelline website, it says for best results, shake well, unscrew cap, holding dropper vertically, allow foundation to drop onto fingertip, apply to face as usual. So from the ads that I've seen on YouTube, since as I'm sure you guys know, they've been killing this on like the ads in front of videos, it looks like a very liquidy foundation. So I know a lot of people like to do these first impression videos kind of just like the foundation, but I figured I would apply like the foundation how I would apply my normal foundation and using the same kind of method. So I like to start off by applying a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes. This is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. As you guys know, this is my favorite concealer, and I actually just got a shade lower, or like 2 shades lower. This is number 7, so this is my winter color, number 10 is my summer color. I'm just taking a little bit on my fingertips and then applying, oh yeah, this is a much better color for winter. It's the first time I'm using it. And as you guys can see, my little blemish outbreak I was having has pretty much cleared up, thank Jesus. I'm just going to go ahead, and it says to shake well, so I'm going to shake this well. It feels really liquidy, but I don't know how it's gonna react, because I'm used to like thicker foundation. So it says to shake well and then take it out on this little teardrop thing. And I'm supposed to wait for this to fall. Okay, this is not gonna... I'm just gonna kind of do this. You know what? This is not a good applicator at all, but it's messy. I feel like this is also kind of like the that L'Oreal foundation, you know, the one that came out a couple years ago, that really like liquidy one. I mean, it feels really nice. It feels almost like a serum, but I just don't like how much, like I don't know how much it takes. Like I just have to keep adding more and dipping my finger. So I'm doing this flash thing. I can't tell, like the skin looks really good, but I can't tell if there's sparkles. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it almost looks like there's some sparkles. The finish, it looks really natural, like it doesn't even look like I'm really wearing anything, but I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, let's finish up the rest of the makeup and then I'll come back with an opinion, my first impression. Okay, so I just finished with my makeup, and I have to say that I really like this foundation so far. It's like already late because I got ready to go to my boyfriend's hockey game at 6 o'clock now. Whenever I do a first impression video, I always talk about that product in my next month favorites video. So in this case, I will discuss like how I feel about this in my November favorites videos. So that's kind of like a rule of thumb. If I do a first impressions video, this is just like a first impression. It's not a full review because obviously like your first time using a product, you don't know how your skin's gonna react, how it lasts. But so far, I really like it. And I was like, as you can see, like in the beginning of the video, I was really hesitant. I didn't even know what to expect. I've never used a foundation like this, but I really like it so far. The coverage is really good. It's a lightweight coverage. If I was still really breaking out on my chin, I have some brush hairs on me. If I was still really breaking out on my chin, I'm not sure how well this would cover it, but I do use an amazing concealer, so that probably helps in that aspect as well. And the light I'm using, because it's dark out right now, it really is washing me out, but 60 Sandy Beige is it's like a perfect match for me. It matches me perfectly. So far, I really like it. I actually, as you guys know, I'm friends with Mel Soldera here on YouTube. We are having a meetup in early November. I'm going to do a whole video about that. But I asked her like how she applied the Maybelline. She uses the L'Oreal True Match, the really liquidy one. I asked her how she applied it, and she uses a brush. So I'm definitely going to try a couple different ways, but so far, even just using my fingers, I love the way that this foundation came out, and it looks really good. So I'm super happy with it so far. You guys know I am pretty tough when it comes to my first impressions video. Hopefully I applied the foundation right for you guys, because I know that my video about the Benefit eyeliner, people got really upset about that video, so I hope this was up to your standards to all you makeup, you know, police people. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you would like a first impression video on next, because I do really enjoy doing these videos. So with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Not like a happy show. You definitely don't walk away saying, oh yeah, that was really nice. Like, it's not